Food banks across the country are struggling to find additional funding and donations after the U.S. Department of Agriculture halted $500 million in food deliveries. The move comes as many Americans are struggling to afford groceries due to higher prices. Here's what else you need to know to get up to speed and on with your day. A U.S. delegation has begun a high-stakes meeting with Kremlin negotiators in Saudi Arabia, where the Trump administration is pushing for a ceasefire in separate talks with Russia and Ukraine. The meeting comes one day after talks between a U.S. team and Ukraine's defense minister, which were described by the latter as productive and focused. However, a wide gulf in expectations exists between Russia, Ukraine, and the U.S. Moscow says a ceasefire will not be possible unless Kyiv agrees not to use it to resupply or reorganize troops. It has also publicly voiced key demands such as Ukraine never being allowed to join NATO. Speaking late Sunday, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky put the onus on Russian President Vladimir Putin to end the war. "The one who brought this war must take it away," he said. Venezuela. Nearly 200 Venezuelan migrants were deported from the U.S. and flown to Caracas early this morning. It was the first deportation flight to land in Venezuela since the two countries agreed to resume repatriations. The restarting of such flights occurred despite growing outrage in Venezuela over the deportation of 238 Venezuelans to a notorious prison in El Salvador. The U.S. accused the migrants of being members of a Venezuelan criminal organization, but relatives denied that claim. The Trump administration also announced plans to end legal status for more than 500,000 migrants who arrived in the U.S. from Venezuela, Cuba, Haiti, and Nicaragua during President Joe Biden's term under a humanitarian parole program. They will have just 30 days to leave or face deportation. Greenland. Greenland's Prime Minister Mute Bejid slammed a planned trip to the island by a delegation of U.S. officials, including Second Lady Usha Vance and National Security Advisor Mike Waltz. Bejid took particular issue with Waltz's visit, calling it highly aggressive, in light of President Donald Trump's recent comments about annexing the autonomous Danish territory. What is the National Security Advisor doing in Greenland? The only purpose is to demonstrate power over us, Bejid said in an interview with Greenlandic newspaper Sermitsiaq on Sunday. His mere presence in Greenland will no doubt fuel American belief in Trump's mission, and the pressure will increase. Jens Frederik Nielsen, who is likely to be Greenland's next leader, also said the timing of the visit showed a lack of respect.